Us, Chad, Joey, I mean, a lot of us have been here together for a while. We kind of know how each other plays. And I think with Coach B coming here, we're all pretty scrappy guys. And I think that just gelled real well. I think you saw in the spring game that we all played together pretty well. And I'm excited to see it for this season.
You talked about that technique versus the grittiness. I mean, is it kind of a case where technique can be learned, the grittiness, I mean, you have to have that inside you?
You can coach technique, but sometimes that want-to and that killer instinct, it's kind of hard to coach. You just kind of got to have that, I think.
How much does a preseason depth chart mean to you?
It doesn't mean anything really. I mean, like Coach B said, he's like, you got to have one, you got to have two. That's just for the beginning camp, and after that, it's all up to who are the players.
Do you use that as fuel at all? I mean, do you look at that and say, man, this is mine, I have to protect it? Or?
I do. I tell myself that every day. I was like, man, this don't mean anything. My dad tells me that every day too. He's like, yeah, you got it right now. I was like, you get the interviews now, but it don't mean nothing when it comes time for camp. So.
Well, they got some guys to work into. There's some guys that were sitting out in the spring, and that's going to add to the mix, right? And plus some new guys too.
Yeah, there's we got some guys in there still that were hurt, and they're coming back in, and some of the freshmen are coming in, and there'll be competition. I think it'll work out well.
The one thing that benefited you was the fact that they were hurt and you were able to get those extra reps. And
yeah.
I mean, there's nothing like getting reps. I mean,
exactly.
As much as
the more reps you can get, the better off you are.
Yeah.
And so that helped out well.
How about the simplicity of this offense? Does that help you too?
It does. It's not simple, but for an offensive line standpoint, you got a certain amount of plays, and it's more concepts. You learn your concepts, and you can take a hold of the whole offense.
Can you compare your job requirements now, kind of just following up on that, your job requirements now to what they were a year ago? I mean, how does your role in the offense change with this new scheme?
Obviously, a lot more passing, a lot more pass blocking. Before it was more run. We tried to run a lot more power last year. Now we're just going to spread the ball out, some more pass, and maybe hit the quick zones.
Do you like that more?
I do.
Okay.
I ran that in high school, like I said earlier. I preferred that a lot better.
How's Coach in the meeting room with you guys? Has he spent a lot of time with you? Is it different? Compare and contrast that with what you had before.
It's about the same. I think any kind of getting there to film, it's a lot more laid back. You know, we have, I think, more fun. I have more fun now than I did before. Like I said, Coach B, I think he relates to us real well in there. We can joke around. He also obviously explains what we're doing wrong and what we're doing right. But I think it's more fun in there.
I know he's more demonstrative on the field too.
Yeah,
a little different.
You've heard that. You've heard the just by the language, I guess. Yeah, he's just more up tempo. He's more just a tougher guy.
That's the way the game is.
Yeah,
that's the way this game's played. I mean, it's not a game for the meek or the you know what I mean? You got to get after people.
Exactly, and that's I think the way he coaches is the way he wants us to play, and I think it'll show.
Seems like the O-line has their own curlav now.
Exactly.
Do you guys ever? I mean, I didn't mean to put that in your mouth. Is that something you guys have noticed yourselves, though? That temperament out of him?
Yeah, I think I can agree with that. Yeah, you'll see us there in one-on-one. It's kind of funny. You got Coach B yelling, then you got Curlav yelling in one-on-one. It's pretty funny.
How about the group? I know good O-lines going all the way back. They seem to stick together and do things together. Are you guys doing those things, those bonding things? Because as a group, that's how you pretty much excel.
Yeah, we'll have cookouts every week. We'll cook out with each other. We always hang out. Like I think right after this, a bunch of us are going to the pool to hang out. We do a lot of things together. On the weekends, we're always together. We'll go out and golf or whatever. We like to hang out together a lot. And not just O-line, we do it as a team. Yeah. I know, one of my best friends is JB. He's a defense lineman. Like, we do everything. Linebackers, skill players. We hang out together a lot.
Going back to the depth chart, I know you said, nothing's set in stone, but when you see that, I mean, it's got to say, do you have a different feeling, this summer and into fall?
Obviously,
because of seeing your name there?
Yeah, it's nice to see your name there. I mean, I've been here for 5 years. I've worked my butt off to get there. I mean, it's nice seeing it, but like I said, it don't mean anything. First day camp, it'll completely change. So you just got to work every day for it.
What's nicer, seeing your name on the depth chart or eating at training table?
Both. Both. Pretty excited to try out that training table.
Talk about summer workouts, just what it's been like. We didn't kind of get into the ins and outs of what you guys have been up to and how those have been treating you.
They've been rough. But it's work we got to do. I think we've ran the hill every week so far.
How many times is that for you guys?
In my career, it's probably around, I'll say easy 15 in my career. But, I mean, I think we've ran 3 or 4 times this year so far. And that's not fun. We've been there getting the weight, pushing the weight around, too. It's been, I think, probably one of the hardest summers since I've been here.
What's the most physically demanding workout they put you guys through?
Might be that hill. That hill is rough. That'll get you.
Okay. And in terms of getting yourself ready, I mean, what do you think is the most beneficial thing for you that you've been working on?
I've been trying to work on, like, we do agility drills, stay low. I think that's one thing coming out of spring ball that I need to work on is my pad level. So like just every little thing that I can try to do, I try to just stay low. Like we'll be like waddling around or something on the field, and I try to just get as low as I can just to train my muscles to do that.
Thanks.
Yep.